Daylight, my MVVs, welcome. You think that you are smart. You think that your mind is strong. You think that you're one of the strongest women that have ever entered the palace of the great lion. But let me tell you something. If you have left that nonsense, if you had slept overnight with that nonsense, it would have been the end of your journey. Thank God you did not try it. Thank God immediately you started seeing the signs, you picked it and you ran out of the palace. When they told you about the implication of removing immunity, you thought it was a joke. You thought it was a lie. What were you thinking? That you can try the system again? You can do as you please and get away with it? Try it. You will regret your life forever. Don't you ever bring that canoe-looking, thing inside the palace again. They said, Ifa diviner, the new one that is overseeing the affairs of the palace, saw everything that happened. They said he came deliberately to warn Igbi. Don't you ever try it. If you try it, you will pay with your life. Now, according to the man who came to pick Igbi, remember after that spinning drama and everything that happened, they said she was using her phone when she left her car, idling and ran out of her car and was calling. And then a man picked her and they went somewhere. Now, when they went to that place where they went to, according to the man, okay, they said she left, they went to go and drop something. On their way back, she dropped Igbi in the cousin's place. And Igbi was with the cousin when he left to return back to his own local community where he is living right there in the city. And he said, the car somersaulted and somersaulted and somersaulted. That this car somersaulted, as I'm talking to you, they said the car is beyond repair. Like the car somersaulted and somersaulted and somersaulted. And while the car was somersaulting, it was looking as if, somebody was trying to save him. And that was when they asked him, as in when they came and carried him to the hospital, as he was unconscious, according to him in that vision, the trance, somebody, an old man wearing a white, told him to confess that if he does not open his mouth, that he will die. That was when he started shouting that he doesn't know what they are asking him to confess, that he does not know anything, that he is Igbi's driver, like this kind of Uber driver kind of people, where you can call a decent one. You know those kind of things that we do when you see a driver, like maybe an Uber driver that seem very decent. Because of the level of decency, you could just say, okay, let me take this person's number from time to time, depending on where I'm going. If I don't want to drive, I could use this one. That is what happened, that he does not know. He now started by saying where they went to, and that they gave Igbi a calabash, a canoe-like stuff. Something that looks like a canoe you can carry on your hand, and the canoe is covered. That was what they gave Igbi. And it was what Igbi brought into the palace. And immediately she entered the palace, she did not last up to 20 minutes. The turbulence started. And she had to run out of the palace. It was, after that time that the man confessed about everything that had happened. That he doesn't know anything. That when they were telling him to confess, what was he supposed to confess? That he is just a driver. The only thing he was saying at the time is that it's what he saw, not that he is connected to anything. Almighty is not a small thing. No. Now let them go and bury pot again. Now. Go carry the pot for your head, the waka up and down. Going to bring you more update. Do not forget that these are all alleged, rumored, unverified information making the rounds on social media and should not be seen as fact.